Day 9. Day 9 was a very powerful day for me. It was to reflect on if everything went right in the day, and today was my last day on planet Earth, what would it look like? What would I like to do? So on day 9, I stated that if everything went right, the flow of the day would look like complete presence in the moment, along with surrounding myself and just allowing and surrendering to each experience that came to place without resistance or fear, without judgment or control. A day that feels right is peaceful, complete joy and happiness for what is. Today would be complete connection to the relationships and experiences that unfolded, sharing and speaking from the heart and filled with so much love. The day would be warm, and I would experience beauty in all that is around me. Joy and laughter would fill my space, presence, connection, and love with my brother before he leaves, with my mom, with my girlfriend, with my animals, and with myself. So that day was just incredibly perfect, and for me to tap into that and start my day with that was beautiful. And that's what I'm stepping into now, is starting every day like if everything went right and setting that intention. And it's not a right or wrong, but just everything's perfect, and knowing that and feeling that. And so to know and experience the perfection in everything allowed me to just completely release any sort of things that came up in resistance or that would take me out of that present moment from it being perfect, because it's perfect. And so I just allowed that to flow, and I connected with my brother before he left, and I just just love and connection with him, with my mom. Went up to the Montage that night with my girlfriend and listened to an amazing performer, Jarrett Burns. He's incredible, and just was really able to connect with just perfection and love. And going to that space was very significant for me as well. And to just be present and to choose presence and not let myself get out of the present moment with anything, even drinking a glass of wine or doing anything sort of substance that would take me out of that present moment of being completely here and now, because that's when it's perfect. And it was just that day, that whole entire day and evening into now has just been beautiful. And it's that simple, is to choose perfection, and knowing it and feeling it and believing today's going to be a beautiful day. Everything's going to go right. So it really hit me hard, to reflect, if today were my last day on planet Earth, I would just want to connect and express my love and gratitude to each person in my life. And so I did. I poured my heart and soul out into my brother and just shared my love. Really connected with my mom, and really just told my girlfriend how much it is that I love her, because tomorrow may not happen. And I feel like for sometimes in relationships, for me, I've kind of been waited for a perfect moment to express things, waited for things to unfold to a certain extent, and there's no moment other than right now. And when I step into creating my life right now, like it is going to be the last day or the last moment, it's perfect. It's not, there's just so much love and connection and presence with it. And it's not to say oh, YOLO, I'm just gonna be reckless and do whatever I want, but there is some beauty in just choosing into living your life like it is your last day. And I didn't go jump out of an airplane or go do all the things on my bucket list or anything like that. I just, to live like it was my last day in peace and love and making the most out of each moment. And that's what I choose to live every day like it is my last day, without fear, but choosing into love. I feel like there's a lot of, like, before thinking about, like, if today was my last day, you're afraid that you're gonna die. So you're gonna do everything that you want to do because I'm afraid I'm gonna die and I won't be able to experience everything. But that day, I chosen to love like it was my last day. How much love can I experience? Because it's not about everything I have materialistic wise. It's the connections that I create that last a lifetime. It's what I give, and what I have to give is my love. That's all I have to give in this life, is love. So if I show up in love, that is eternal, and it lives far beyond this moment and far beyond this day. It reaches out to each and every person that I encounter by sharing my light and my love. So yeah, that was my experience for that day, and I truly just lived like it was my last, and it's beautiful. Do it. Choose to live every day in love like it is your last day. Allowing every moment that you experience, whether it's going to work. That's not to say like, oh, if I'm gonna live like it's my last day, I'm gonna quit my job right now and just go be what. Hey, maybe you deserve to take a day off and do that. Do it. But as you're sitting at work, or as you're in whatever space that you get to be at, present it, like, connect with yourself and with everybody around you like this is the only moment you have. Because in reality, or not, it is. And that's all you know. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen in your future. All you know is right here and right now. And as you presence yourself in that moment and create the connection with yourself and with the people who surround you, you create that little piece of heaven on earth. You create infinity. You create love. You create life right here and right now. So moment to moment to moment, live and be in that moment. Namaste.